Okay, we're cutting clutch number 11 today. We're on day 50 and we have one pipping. So we're going to go ahead and cut. This is a female het albino bred to 3 different males. So we're not entirely sure which one bred her. And we may not actually know after the cutting today, but it was with a het butter. A butter het albino, sorry about that. A leopard het albino and a butter leopard het albino. So we're kind of hoping that if it is the butter leopard that we get something that has butter leopard in it, and then we would know for sure on that one, but we'll see after our cut. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and choose the first one. This one right here.
Looks so cool.
This one looks cool, she thinks. We call this a boob egg. Funny name, I know. But it feels really thick kind of in there. It's always nice on my angle where I can catch a peek of what I'm seeing. So far I like what I'm seeing. So this confirms, we weren't sure at first if that female was actually het albino. It was just told to us that we were, and we were trusting on that. So I'm seeing albino. It really is kind of hard to tell through the, I'm gonna move in there. Hard to tell through the stuff if I've got a leopard pattern. Kind of looks that way to me, but it could also be butter. It's really hard to tell. I want to get some movement out of this thing. Well, wait, let's hope. There we go. Oh, looking nice. It's like a little bit smaller size. That's a nice looking head. That's pretty. Good first pick. Alrighty. Put that one over there for a minute. Alright, you get to pick them all. What do you want next?
That one.
Oh, you're going to get the pipper over here?
Look at this.
I know, it's kind of
Weird.
might have to pop the head back down in there so we can get a nice. Oh, maybe not. Wants to. It's pretty tight on there. There we go. I'll be able to cut it from over here. There we go. Well, just looking like a normal, but I'm liking. It's hard when the camera light gets on there too. It's kind of lighter looking, but there we go. This one will be 66% het albino. I'm not really seeing, well, pattern there. Not really seeing leopard or butter, but it definitely has I like the lighter color of it. Alright, what next?
That big, huge one.
Oh, this big one over here. I'm going to bounce around. Sorry. This one feels pretty full yet. I'll say I'm seeing lightness already. That's nice. Try not to get down the sides too much because I want it to be able to I don't want to lose too much of the insides there. There we go. So obviously we're seeing albino. I would definitely say there's leopard there I'm looking at. It's hard to tell right off the bat if it's butter leopard, but that's a really nice looking pattern right there. Just the part we can see. That's really nice design. For sure it's leopard. Whew. Got it moving, but there is still quite a bit of fluid left in there. Put it right back in that spot so it'll get a chance to take all that in. All right, what do you want next?
That one, because it has a little spot there.
Oh, you like the little spot. Okay, we got... Well, it's kind of looking just like a normal to me. Alrighty, what do you want next, Liliana?
I'm gonna choose that one.
That one. It's longer than a lot of the other ones.
Very long.
I would have thought this would be one of the next ones to pip. It's sinking in pretty good. I see a light. We get excited about that. Alrighty. Albino for sure, obviously, again. I'm not right away seeing a leopard pattern on it right away. It could possibly be butter. It's kind of the lightness of this color compared to the other one over here, which seemed a bit more like a brighter yellow. If you put them right next to each other, this one might be a butter. That'd be great if it was. First thought, that might be what we're looking at. But doing pretty good here. We got 3 albinos. That's good odds so far. All right.
I'm gonna choose that one because it had this little see-through patch
Okay. I love how we have a reason for every choice. Wasn't quite a window, but... All right. Oh, I'm seeing that stripe right there, which is going to tell me that this is most likely a butter leopard. Or maybe, it's hard to tell because it's on the tail. It could just be there. Not quite light enough. I'm going to say probably just a leopard then. I've got cameraman over here confirming my decisions and my choices because it's, you know, not quite as cut and dry here as some of the other ones that I've cut. But for sure we can see the leopard. It'd be nice if we could see more of the stripe. It's not quite light enough necessarily for the butter, but definitely the leopard we're seeing on there. All right, we're getting there. What else? Next. This one here.
I don't have a reason for that.
No reason for this one now, okay. Now there we definitely have a butter. That's pretty. Butter is one of my favorite ones, and this helps me. You can see the difference in the, how I was saying, there's the pattern there for the leopard for sure, but not the butter, then not light enough like this one does. This new one here has the butter. That's pretty. I'm not seeing a leopard right away, but for sure the butter. Okay.
That one.
All right. We still have a possibility here because we haven't gotten a butter leopard to hit on the same egg. We still have a possibility that we could have a dual sired clutch with the one that was a butter het albino and a leopard het albino. If we get something where we got the butter and the leopard to hit on the same egg, then we know who the father was. Not that it really matters, but it would be nice to know which one was for records and everything too. Well, looks like we just got a normal here. There it goes. Yep. Tucked right up in there. All right, there we've got 2 left. This one here. Huh. Like the head stamp there. I'm thinking that's just the yolk over there, sweetie. Maybe some leopard in there. It's kind of hard to tell if it. The head stamp tells me maybe it's not just a normal necessarily, but I'm not right away seeing some of these patterns and things up here. If it is a leopard, it might just be a low quality one, not quite as obvious, but it is a little bit lighter too. But I see that head stamp there. That one I think we're going to be able to tell better once it's out of the egg, and obviously after it's had its first shed. All right, last one. So far we've had 3 albinos. Our last clutch that we had albinos, we had really good odds on it. 1/4 of these, by theory, should be albino. 3 out of 10 isn't horrible. It'd be nice to get the 4. Which at first glance, that's not what we're getting here. Which is alright. I don't know what this is. I'll come right out and say that. That's a little bit... I got the kid over here saying a butter, but it's not light enough to be a butter. We saw that comparing to the other one.
Leopard because the stripes.
Yeah, possibly. Not... Yeah. Like, it reminds me of that one that we just did open over here, where not right away... I don't know, something on the lighter sides is, I'll be honest, is a little bit confusing to me. I've not been doing this as long as others, but at first glance, and it's hard to tell if it's just the flash of the camera too, there's like a pastel tint to the sides, which doesn't make sense that it would be that. Not really. It's, you know, hard to tell if it's just, like I said, a low quality something or other, but I'm not right away getting leopard or butter from it, but there's something going on for sure with the flushing out here, losing the stripe, but then the stripe there, I'm not just seeing straight up normal either. And whether or not it's just the het making markings, I don't know if that's a possibility. So like always, we'll go ahead and we'll do a follow-up video on these guys when they've shed out for us, and we'll get a better idea by then what we're looking at here. All right.